Hello! I don't have any plans for Castlevania Saturday this week. Sorry, I really had no idea. So what I thought I'd do is fob you off with something cool. And this, as probably many of you already recognise, is Chrono Trigger. It's a Super Nintendo RPG back from 1995 odd. And it is incredible. To be honest, in my opinion, it's one of the best RPGs that's ever been made. Perhaps maybe one of the best games that's ever been made. It has everything. It has a great story, a really, really fun battle system, and an amazing soundtrack. This is our hero, Chrono Goku, or Trunks, whatever. All designed by Akira Toriyama. So, you might recognise some characters. We have Goku, we have Bulma, we have Second Bulma, we have a guy that kind of looks like Pilaf. We have lots of little Pilafs, actually, now I think about it. Do we have anyone else that looks kind of familiar? No? No, maybe not, but lots of Dragon Ball Z characters, lookalikes. But Chrono Trigger is a really, really special game. From the rather unique opening here, to the crazy story. I'm not going to even say like some of the craziest stuff that happens. I'm going to do a quick mild spoiler warning here. Spoilers for the story, little spoilers. So you basically, the general gist of this is your band of heroes has to save the world. That's pretty standard. However, your band of heroes have to save the world from a planet-eating like monstrosity that has caused like a mucking around with time. That you then end up going through time yourself to fix stuff. And as you go through time, things change. So if you do something in the past, it affects the future. That kind of thing. And it's really clever. There's a lot of thought put into the story. And like I said, it doesn't even overstay its welcome either. The story is between about 25 to 30 hours. Probably a lot less if you know what you're doing. So this is our hero, Chrono. He's very happy to be awake. And that's my cat. And I can shut the curtains. It's too bright in here. I got a diary, which I can just save the game in, which it won't let me do right now. So let's go downstairs. We actually have a mum. Hey, mum. Finally, by the way, that inventive of yours. You know, what's her name? Now, this is our second friend. This is Luca. So Luca is lovely, and she is our best mate. Except Mum's forgotten my best mate's name. I've only known her for like 18 years or whatever, Mum. Jeez. My cat. Meow. Now what we can do here is quickly talk to Mum. I'm going to go through like the first half an hour of this probably. Simply because it gives an overview of the game, and I really like the game, so I just kind of want an excuse to play it. Yeah, Mum. Oh, we almost forgot. Here's your allowance. 200 gold pieces. Sweet. Thanks, Mum. Mum is awesome. So, what we can do, this is our little town. So the actual overworld is just a map, essentially, where we walk around. We have a little cute, little mini Chrono here. Say hi, Chrono. Give us a wave. There we go. Now, the actual greenhouses are the ones we can go in, so we can quickly nosy into the inn and talk to people. This is very RPG. Have I been to the fair yet? No. We'll get going. You have to wait 1,000 years for the next one. Shit. Come on in, take your bloody time. I'd rather serve you go to the fair anyway. Yikes. Of course, we can ask this lovely young lady over here to, am I buying? Sorry. No, maybe not. I'm not going to pay for no music. Anyway, let's go pay a visit to the fair, which is where the story kicks off. This is the Millennium Fair. It's lovely. We can go do fun things. There's a race going on. I think the green guy's probably going to win, but, you know, blue guy might take over. Oh, no, blue guy's gone. Welcome to the Millennium Fair. Have fun. Thanks. I heard Luke and her dad have made another crazy invention. Yeah, Luca's our friend. Of course, we're here to support her as well. Now, there's tons of people we can talk to, but let's move up a screen quickly. See, this young lady, she's, I don't know, running around looking for stuff. Now, if we try and move, we can actually avoid her, but the story won't go very far, so let's... Oosh! Oh. I mean, I was only walking, but she ran, so she pretty much sparked herself out there. Chrono, of course, is just dead. I'm so sorry, you okay? No, he's dead. Neck snapped on landing. Oh, I'm right. She's like, oh no, my pendant. We just check to make sure she's okay. Then we pick up her pendant. Then we tell her. Thank goodness, my pendant. Can I have it? Yes. You can actually say no, which is pretty funny, but, you know. And we get our first party member. Oh, and she's like, by the way, my name is and you can call her whatever you want, but Marl is the name that she goes by, so let's go with that. And I'm Chrono. What a nice name. Pleased to meet you. Now lead on. Yay. So, and what I've always loved about this game, and a lot of RPGs didn't do this back then, is having your party members tag behind you. I always thought that was quite important for immersion. I know immersion sounds a bit stupid when you're looking at a 16-bit era game. This is a 32-bit cartridge, but anyway. But it made a difference to me. Now, everything you do here at the fair actually has an impact on something you do later. Like, I'll show you, for example. Like, this guy over here has lunch you can eat. Yeah, you don't eat this guy's lunch. You just talk to him, he's like, no time to talk, I'm ready for my lunch. But if you say, like, fuck you, old man, I'm going to eat your sandwich, then, well, he doesn't have his lunch anymore, and that comes back to bite you. Also, there's a kitty. Meow. So what we can do... Old man, get out of the way. Go eat your lunch. So what we can do is take this kitty back. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Come in, kitty. It's an escort quest, but luckily it takes like all of 5 seconds. And we do all these things because it helps us out later. Kitty, 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 kitty. This little girl's lost a cat, which if you talked to her earlier, she tells you. But you brought back my cat, thank you. Oh, it was so sweet. No, stop it, you stop it. Anyway, so there's loads of stuff we can do around the fair, and what we're gonna do is actually skip ahead in a second. But I'm gonna show you one more thing. Keep going if you want a demo of Luca's battle robot. This guy's called Gatto. He's like big giant cat. He's a big pink robot with cat ears. Do 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 do. They call me Gatto. I have metal joints. Beat me up and earn 15 silver points. Maybe. Anyway. So this is how the battle system works. I'll show you quickly. Gatto's a good example. So now we want to attack. Now I've chosen active, which means it's always moving. So anyway. It's basically active time battle system. You've probably seen it in loads of games since, but there we go. Every time we attack, he counterattacks. So poor Chrono gets like boxing gloves to the face every few seconds. So what we're going to do is quickly attack him again. Smack. Bang, 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 bang. Now we have techs and things we can do, but we don't actually have any yet. But I'll give you the here's one I made earlier thing. Oh no, there we go, we won. 10 experience points, a tech point, and Gatto gets to sing us again. Go on, Gatto, do your thing. Do it. I lost, you won. Here's 15 points. Now wasn't that fun? Thank you, Gatto. Yay. Okay, I'm going to do something pretty naughty and just skip ahead a second. You have to forgive me if the screen size is slightly different here. The emulator crashed on me. Yay, good old emulators. So what's happened now is that we've done all the fair stuff, we've actually killed some creatures, we've got a couple of levels, all sorts of stuff going on. So, we want to go to see Luca now. Hold your horses, I want to get some candy. Alright. The translation for this game is actually really good as well. It was sort of one of the better ones. Now again, like I said earlier, so we can actually move here, not wait for Mal to get her candy. Hi, I'd like some of this. Sure, young lady. Hee hee hee. Thanks for waiting. Now if we move, she's like, oh hey, I haven't got my candy yet. And that comes back to bite you in the ass. Step right up. Any of you have time and courage? Our super dimensional warp is the invention of the century. Oh look, we can walk around while they're talking. To use it, jump up here. And you'll end up teleported here as a masterwork of my beautiful daughter, Luca. Hey, Luca. She go say hello. Oh, Chrono! Where have you been? No one wants to try the telepod. How about you? It looks like fun. I'll watch you try it. Yeah, thanks. Just hop onto the left pod. Now, Chrono's a good friend, so of course we'll get straight up on there. When we just hope it won't explode or, like, I don't know, beam my molecules into space or something. Whoa! And Chrono's super surprised. Ah! That was amazing! Yay! That's good. It's good stuff. So how was it? Want to try it again? Yeah, let's do it again. The game lets you just play around with stuff like this. It's good fun. Like, it's not just all script. It's just muck around. Like, for example, I took a mile here out of the fair and we went and beat up some mushrooms. Because that's what you do in RPGs. I'm not restricted to the fair, you know. Hey, let's talk to Mal. What a kick. I want to try it too. Huh? Hey, Chrono, where'd you pick up a cutie like her? Yeah. Well, I didn't pick her up. She kind of rammed into me at like 20 miles an hour. Behold, ladies and gentlemen, this vision of loveliness steps aboard the telepod. Don't go away, I'll be right back. Taban's like, are you sure? Like, I'm not saying it's going to explode, but, you know. So there goes Mal, popping up on there. Let's give her a big hand. And this is where the game's actual story kicks in. Like, up until this point, you can just muck around, do whatever. And this is where things start to happen. Also, notice the subtle sprite. She looks down. Like... Uh-oh. That's not good. Now, what I think's interesting, and I believe, is that no one can actually see the pools. So they just see it disappear. We don't see the giant blue thing. Well, they don't, anyway. Luca, where is she? She's gone. Show's over, folks. Yeah, nothing to see here. Cue that. Is it police academy where everything's exploding behind Leslie Nielsen? Oh. Luke's like, I don't know. The way she disappeared, it couldn't have been the telepod. The warp field seemed to be affected by her pendant. And so, Taban and Luca are just a bit, like, wondering what's going on. But Chrono is the hero. Of course, if you try and leave, I believe Luca says, aren't you going to go after her? Whereas if you just do it, she's like, Chrono, you're actually going to do it? What a fine lad. Yeah. Also, listen to that music. The heroic theme of the game kicks in. And you actually see they've actually just reused Luca's shooting sprite. It looks like she's working on something because the way they positioned it, but yeah. Alright, here we go. We don't know where we're going to end up, we don't know what's going on, but we know we've got a young lady to rescue. A familiar young lady, according to everybody. I think it's some gnarly, like, Mode 7 effect coming up. Whoa! It's pretty. This one takes ages as well. It's really weird. Like, some of the other ones are really quick, but this one's a... Whoop! Now, interesting fact, the portals always take you to the same place. But not necessarily, well, at the same time. So, we're where we disappeared. But now there's freaky little Pilafs that need slapping. Yo, Emperor Pilaf! Whack! Now, because there's only one of me and there's three of them, we're going to get punched a little bit, which is not good. But we have a couple of levels now, so we're not so bad. There we go. If they got close enough, I could use one of my techs, but I can't, so we're going to just use a basic techs for now. Anyway, he's not going to get another shot off anyway. Slap. There we go. And I got some experience points and some money, because beating up locals always nets your dush. Right, so everything looks a bit weird. Chrono's looking a bit puzzled. So the most important thing, because he's looking a bit puzzled, is just to, you know, murder our way through all the locals. Locals are aggressive, therefore need slapping. Chrono's sword actually changes colour and looks depending on what one you have equipped, which is also nice. All the weapons in the game do, in fact. They all have unique models to them. Which again, in this day and age, is like you expect as much. But back then it was kind of cool. Although, of course, the armour doesn't appear on the characters, but hey. Tonics. Power Glove. Let's equip that. What we got at the moment? Bandana gives us speed, I think, but the Power Glove gives us more power. I love the Power Glove. It's so bad. Okay. Now, this is where we can use one of our techniques, because they've all lined up in quite a way, an interesting way. So we use Cyclone, and we get all three of them. Uses some MP up, but hey, totally worth it. Get rid of all three in one go. Now, one of Chrono's main attributes is his speed. Like, I think he's one of the quickest characters in the game, which really works for his advantage. Oh hey, we don't know where we are, but everything looks a bit different. Well, let's go to the inn, which looks different, and that's what's going on. Hello? 10G. No, I'm broke. Where am I? Are you stupid? This is the Kingdom of Guardia. We're battling Magus' army. Alright. You did know that, right? No. Lovely. We need more ignorance raiders around here. Great. So, we're popular already. Wait, that's not too bad. Okay. All these soldiers here as well. They found the queen in the mountains. Uh-oh. Also, some of the interesting quirks of the translation do show up here. Like this guy. Pretty sure these guys aren't going to be drinking, you know, juice. But, if you're buying, I'll tell you a story. Yeah, I'll buy. A cider. Wait, actually, I think this might be a slightly different translation. Actually. So there, it gives you a clue about what happened. So we can get on with that now. So what we can do... where do we want to go? Now, we could explore the town a little bit more, but just to sort of march the story on a bit, we're going to go straight and meet the Queen. Because I got a sneaky suspicion we may know who the Queen is. However, birds are trying to impede us. Can't be dealing with that, so let's cyclone these birds. Having none of this nonsense, birdies. That's gotta hurt, actually. Like, full pelt from, like, some weird-ass eagle in the forest. Critical hit as well. Nice. Slaughtered a lot of them. Now, we got plenty of potions and stuff we can sort out. And there should be one more battle here. Yep, sure enough. Now, we should be able to cycle in these guys as well. Which is why it's actually really, really... Oh, I can't quite. Bummer. If I leave it a little bit. Nah, okay. Nice. I think I must have it on weight on this version. Of the active battle system. Oh well, doesn't really matter. Right. Slap. Now, these guys are a bit sturdier. Oh no. Oh yeah, I got some levels already, haven't I? Cool. We're now rich as hell as well. I can actually sleep at the inn 12 times just from that one battle. We're going to the castle anyway. Hey guys. Check out that hair. Where you from, son? You one of Magus's troopers? No. They're just being mean to me. But luckily... I'm not over sure it's supposed to be Lenny? Lenny? I assume it's Lenny. That makes the most sense anyway. That's how I've always read it. It's a friend of mine. Hey, I recognize the queen. But she's got our back. But she's giggling. We know who that is. And I only know one ginger girl, so... Hey, king. Sir, I understand the one who saved my dear wife, the queen. I didn't save the queen. Chancellor disappears. We can actually follow him for like a little extra scene, but we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that right now. We're going to go see the queen, which is up about 1,000,000 flights of stairs. However, we can actually raid the... Oops, there's one down there. We can actually raid the castle's stores here. Delicious potions. The queen awaits. Thanks. I'm sure this doesn't look dodgy at all, with her husband downstairs. Yo! She tells the attendants to leave. She wants to talk to this man by herself. But luckily it's her friend. Come nearer, sir. Laters. Alright. Queen giggles again. Fooled you, didn't I, Chrono? It's Mal! Of course it is. We barely know each other, but somehow I knew you come for me. Isn't that what a friendship's all about? Or, I mean, Chrono's just a nice dude. He doesn't say anything, mind you, but we assume he's a nice dude. What's happening? It feels like I'm being torn apart. Of course, it's never as simple as just going to rescue the princess, is it? I mean, literally, in this case. I forgot I have to talk to her. She exploded. Awkward. Sweet, loot. She ain't gonna use it. She dismissed you already. You applied, of course. You didn't do anything funny, did you? Well, yes. Ooh, we can't let this juicy tidbit out of the castle. Sorted. Now, obviously, we need to try and find out what's going on. Luckily, Luca's here. Gone? What do you mean she's gone? Well, exploded, more like anything really, Luca. Now, Luca's wondering what's going on, and she's got a theory. What's your theory, Luca? You recognised Marl? And here, everything comes snapping in. We're in the past, of course, so... We're back 400 years, and she looks just like the Queen did now. Which was kind of lucky. There you go, you get pretty much a explanation of how this works now. This is a very PG rated way of How did they all get there? Also, Marl is way taller. But look, what's happened? So, because we've come back in time, we've buggered everything up already. Marl looks so much like Leni that they probably called off their search when she appeared here. But the real queen was then killed. Bam! So, of course, all the descendants are gone. Oops. Yeah, so we've already massively screwed this up. That's not good at all. So we've kind of got to put time right again. So Luca's now with us. Now, Luca's level 2, and she has her air gun, which is okay. And she got the sight scope on, but we're going to swap that out for the bandana, because Luca is super slow, and we don't need to see how much health enemies have. I pretty much know that off the top of my head by now. Anyway, so we just leave. We don't need to talk to anyone. We'll go back through the forest. Now, you've already got the clue you need to sort of try and find the real queen, which we got off Toma in the pub. So let's murder these poor fools. Now Luca doesn't hit very hard at all. Like she's got a very, very weak physical stat, as you can see here. 18. I mean, I could actually potentially swap it and give her the power glove, make her hit a bit harder rather than faster, but I think that might actually be a better idea. Hey, Chrono levels up to level 4. Level cap's 99 in this, in case anyone's curious. Right, let's swap power glove for sight scope for a minute. We'll swap power glove in there. So she's got 4 power now, so we can actually hit a bit harder. We'll put the bandana back on Chrono. So Chrono's not going to hit quite as hard, but Luca's going to hit slightly harder. So that'll make Luca slightly more useful, I think, for the time being. So let's just cyclone these poor birds. We're going to arrest the inn after this anyway. Nice, nice, nice. Swing. And a critical hit as well, even better. So 9 experience points, lots of money. Now, it's not a bad idea to grind a level or 2 for Luca here, because it makes the next section a lot more manageable. I'm not going to do this now because obviously I'm not LPing this as such, I'm just showing it off. And it'd be quite dull to watch me grind, I think, so. We snooze. You get that cute little, they're asleep, look at that. I think that's quite cool. And a mysterious box. The box has been in the family for generations. Open it and you may have what's inside. But it's sealed. Now interesting, the fact that she says this has been in the family for generations is actually quite important as well. Like lots of time travel shenanigans you can do with this. Now Toma told us, after we bought him a drink, that there was that rumour that the queen had been taken this way, towards the cathedral. We can ask these nuns what's going on. Excuse me, we want nothing but world peace. Or a piece of the world, teehee. People wouldn't know what to do with themselves in a truly peaceful world. My, what delicious, delightful looking humans. Yeah, so. You might like to stick around for the organ recital, it's a real killer. Oh dear, it looks like you do some food and a place to rest. But there's something on the floor. What's this? And what our double finds is the hairpin. And that's the Royal Crest hairpin. As in, the Queen's hairpin. Now, this is really tricky without actually leveling up Luca, so I'll see what I can do. These are Naga-ets. So we want a Cyclone. What can I do? I can do 2. It doesn't do an awful lot of damage, and they have quite a bit of health as well, so... So what we want to do is focus on the same one, so we'll focus on that one. Bonk! And what we'll try, and hopefully, is not get... They have about 66 health each, I think. As soon as we take one of them out, it gets a bit more manageable. Now, they're really, really weak to fire. Like, super weak to fire. Now, if you level up Luca to 3 or 4, you actually get fire. And then you get something called Fire Whirl, which is where you can use Chrono's and Luca's skills at the same time. Which is super cool. However, that's not going to help us much here right now. Now, to be honest, when they're positioned like this next to Chrono, it's fine because they're going to attack him. I believe they only attack physically as well, so until one actually comes closer to Luca, we're not too worried. Right, that's that done. Now we're going to focus on this one. There's one sitting over by Luca. She's about to get slapped a little bit. That's fine. And again, Chrono has so much friggin' health that he's like a little tank at this point, so... And one more shot, maybe? Oh, we crit. Yeah, definitely. Then, there we go. And we'll just take out this one. Nice and easy. And again, this dungeon gets a lot easier as soon as Luca gets the little flame thrower she gets, which is nice. And again, while the battle system is turn-based, as you can probably tell, it is position-based as well. So these physical enemies really can't do anything until they come in next to Luca or Chrono, which means you can actually plan on when you're going to heal a character, because you know full well that they're not going to get attacked yet. There we go, Flame Toss. Now we get a dual tech Fire Whirl, and I'll show you how that works as well. Phew, that was close. Oh no! Luca takes a shot. But luckily, But Frogman helps us. Lower thine guard and thou art allowing the enemy in. I think in the DS version they took away all his like crazy like old ye olde English speak, which is a real shame because it's super like cool. Thou art here to save the queen? The lair is deep within. Will thee accompany me? Luca doesn't like frogs though. Luca, you racist. Chrono is a talking frog. I hate frogs. My guise doth not incur thy trust. Very well, do as thee please, but I shall save the queen. No, wait, Mr. Frog. Wait. You don't seem like a bad, person, frog thing, I mean... Chrono, what should we do? Go with the frog. I'll just have to handle it. I mean, deal with him. What's your name? And you can name him. So, he's just called Frog. I mean, he does have an actual name, but I've never called him that. I know some people do. Frog will do. Yeah, look at those guns on Frog, man. He could crush cans of cokes in those things. Mayhap a hidden door lurks nigh. Now, ordinarily, I would also go back to the inn and deal with the whole I took some damage thing, but again, not really worried about that right now. Now, Frog is burly as shit, so we play the organ because that's what you do in spooky places. It's like the rule, right? Dunk. Door has been opened. I have no idea what timing this on. I think I've overrun my planned 20 minutes, but I don't care. I like playing Chrono Trigger. So, now what we're going to do is get these two guys together. Now, we've been split up a little bit, which makes this quite dangerous, but what I will show you something cool. We'll have to take a few hits while... Okay, get one kick to the face. Wait for it. There we go, combine. So, Firewhirl... Oh, none of them are close enough. Okay, well, I'll show you anyway. So, Firewhirl combines Luca's fire and Chrono's spin to give us this. Now, you can do that with all the characters. That's what makes the battle system so cool. So I can, when Frog learns some techniques, then Chrono and Frog can do some stuff together. Like, Chrono and Luca can do stuff together. Frog and Luca can do stuff together. It's really cool. And eventually you get triple text, where all three of them do stuff. Very, very fun battle system as well, because you can experiment. Like, there's no wrong answer. That's what makes it so fun. There we go. We got lots of experience points. And we want to move on. Now, honestly, you want to kill everything in here. Like, there's no reason not to. Now, these snakes, again, hate fire. So what we can do... We'll just take one for the team quickly. I'll take one shot, maybe two before I get there. There we go. There we go, Firewhirl the snakes. It uses MP up like nobody's business, but it makes for some easy fights. And we can get the MP back later. Absolutely shredded. There we go. Score. Now, there's quite a few hidden little things in here. So, first thing I'm going to do is go in here. But, hey, what's with the disguise? No need for them in here. We can just talk to people. It's almost my shift. I hate pretending to be human. It's so repulsive. Talk to the Naga. Brr. The ones we ate recently weren't so bad. And those two soldiers we caught look rather plump and juicy. Yakra's so smart. His plan to capture the Chancellor and take his place worked perfectly. Now the Queen's captive and the Council's an uproar. This is rich. I'll look in on Magus' stone before my shift. Let's follow him. So he's going off to go pray, I guess. So let's follow him in. Found 100G. And look, it's the Queen. There was no need to come rescue me. The Master Yakra is very kind. I've decided to stay here. Now why don't you make yourselves at home too? And the King says, how nice of you to come. I'm sure Yakra will be just as pleased. Why not rest in here till he's available? And the guard's like, are you here to save the Queen? Maybe we should just leave. So they're singing. Yeah, they're praying to a statue here. Yeah, they're having a nice little dance going on. So we've got a couple of like little items here, which is kind of handy. Now, Frog's really fast already, and he's got Power Glove. Now, do we want to give defense? No, not really. I mean, I might give that to Chrono more than anything. Give him like a bit more defense going on. Speed Belt's a bit better though. Defender. Let's just Defender, yeah, let's make him a bit solid. Anyway, let's get out of here before these guys attack. I talked to him anyway, I like killing him. I told you, kill everything. And again, what we do, we just wait. And hopefully we can time this right. So we just... Everyone takes a couple of shots, it's not really a big deal. Ah, now this is where it can be a bit annoying. Did I get away with that? Occasionally they can charm, I think. Okay, I've been slowed. Right, Firewall. Look at this. Do we get all of them? No, just got 2. Okay. So we'll kill the Diablosis first because they're close. Oh, come on. I should have got the 3rd one there. That's no fair. Anyway, we'll get Frog to massacre this one. So we'll take another shot. As you can see, Chrono's really slow now. Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. Never mind. And what I'll do, I'll quickly show Lucas Tech, Flame Toss. Because we can hit 2 in a row here. Hits all enemies on a line, does fire damage, which of course absolutely destroys the Nagas there. I never understood how the Nagas charm works, but I guess it's just a snake with huge boobs, so yeah. I mean, Chrono's a teenager, I suppose that works. And Luca can shoot it off to finish. We don't need to waste magic here. I say magic, I should say tech, since there's no real magic at the moment. Nice! Chrono leveled up, and Luca leveled up. Again, all the levels are completely worth it. They do not heal you, though, as you can see. Our stats do go up. But we do... As you can see, my power's gone up a little bit. But... no full heals. Don't be in such a hurry. Great. It's the snakes! Okay, what we're going to do here is... We're not going to... We might flame well, but... Right, we'll take 1 shot. Let's... 2 shots? 2 shots. What we're going to try is fire whirling... Oh, we can get 2. Okay, that's fine. Then we'll get Frog to attack the other one. The snakes really hate fire. The Nagas really hate fire. The big fat rolly ones also hate fire, I think. But the Diabloses are kind of eh. It does damage, but not like crazy. So we can finish this off. It's actually quite tricky at this point in the game. You've got to be quite careful with your tech use. Because I'm running out of points. I've got a little bit of MP left. Enough to do a couple more anyway. Right, there we go. Now that's that all done. See, you can actually farm the enemies here because you can see they come back. And again, look at this. We can actually run around them. Some enemies are triggered by, like, actual points in the map. Some of them are physically triggered. The fact you got to run into them. Like this one. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go up to the first boss and I'll stop. Because I think that'd be good fun to sort of see. There's not a huge amount left. And, it's already a long video. Sod it. I enjoy playing Chrono Trigger and I'm just going to just keep playing. Even if I stop the recording now, I'll just go to the first boss. I like this. So, anyway, let's slay his Diablosis. Nice. Good stuff. I think Frog will level up soon. Slurp cut. Ah, there we go. Suddenly, he's got enough tech points to his first move. Which is where he licks them in and slices them, which is really cool. Now we want to go in here. Because you can pick up something really weird for later in the game here, but... Maiden Suit, Tonic, and Ether. Now what we can do is equip the Maiden Suit on Luca. Did I pick up any other armor earlier? Karate Key. I did, I should have equipped that. That was a bit stupid of me. Anyway. Found the secret Naga-ep bromide. Now supposedly this, I think it's supposed to be like a porno mag full of Naga pictures. I think that's what the general gist of that little thing is, but hey. Anyway, so these big chaps are in here. Now, these guys are pretty susceptible to tech moves, so... We just wait a second. There we go. We fire whirl. Oh, I can get 2. Okay. Now, the only way to get magic points back, is to either rest or use ethers. And now we actually do have an ether. So we'll do that on Chrono in a minute, because he's got the lowest points. We'll just beat this guy. As you can see, their physical defense is really high, and you can just mash them up. Even the crit damage doesn't do that much. There we go. Ah, Luke and Frog level up. Fantastic. So they both should be 5, 5, and Frog 6. Chrono's leveling up in 58 points. Cool. So not much to go at all. Now, Steel Saber. Excellent. So we can swap out. There we go. Frog still has his bronze edge, because he's got a bigger sword than Chrono does, so that's fine. Push the little skull on the wall. Put the spikes down. You're humans. They're hiding the Queen of the Bat. Please rescue her. Inside this building is a room dedicated to Magus. It might be Magus, but I've always read it as Magus. I don't know. Maybe it's difficult when you don't hear it said aloud, I suppose. There's something we heard about something about treasure. Yeah, we've already done that. And in here, a power tab. Now, to be honest, these give you a permanent stat increase. So what we're going to do here is use the power tab on Luca. Gives her 1 more power. Like, Chrono and Frog both have decent attack, and Luca's really lacking, so I always tend to give it to her. So we're going to move around these guys, and what we're going to do is do this, and hopefully... Can I do this and get them all at once? No, not quite. Okay, it's fine. Right. However, they need to stay there like so, because... Oops. Oh, I fluffed that up. I fluffed that up super bad. However... That'll do. That's fine. So we should... Nah, I wasted a little bit of damage there. Oh, well, don't really matter. And we'll just finish off this Nagaette in the old-fashioned style of slicing her till she dies. Again, she's not particularly dangerous at this point. Like, we'll be fine. Oh, I've saved the MP for a little bit later as well. There we go. Nice. I was hoping to pull the other 2 from bottom in at the same time, but I can't quite get them. Anyway, can't leave these guys there. Right, I'm just gonna kill these guys physically because I'm saving my MP. So, oh, we got a crit. Nice, nice. 86 straight out. Oh, he's got 90 health. He's got 90 health. Sorry. So, there we go. Whack. Now, because that power tab we get to Luca, her physical attack will be slightly stronger, which is nice. I mean, it doesn't make a huge amount of difference, but it will in the long run. It will in the long run. Although later on, we tend to use magic with Luca a lot more, but for now, it just helps us kill things a bit easier. Right. This is the save point. Now, I'm not going to use it at all, because I don't have any reason to yet. But, now we do. Now, the shelter... So I'll show you. This heals us completely and restores all our MP, which is really nice. There's like a little tent, I guess. Anyway. Now, there's a clue on how to get through here, so I'll just show you quickly. There's spikes everywhere. We can't get in. So what we need to do is go push the switches, which are... We can ignore this guy, he's asleep, but again. Huh? He gets confused. Then randomly ports over here. Now, it's just because it's one guy, I never tend to waste tech on one guy. It's... Especially if we get a crit on him as well. Like, between Chrono and Frog, we'll be able to smack him up pretty well anyway. There we go. Sweet. Nice, nice. Mad Bat. Again, the bats aren't particularly dangerous. They can heal themselves, but it doesn't matter because you focus on one till it dies anyway. Oh, it dies straight off. Never mind. Cool. Again, they're not worth wasting tech points on. The tech ones are for the things that are slightly more immune to damage. Anyway, we killed these guys again. So we push the switch, which is... I don't know if that switch does anything. I always do it out of habit. But I think if you push both switches, it puts the spikes down. Which is, ooh! Their evade point came in. So it's gonna, like, suck on Luca quickly. It's fine. Luca gives it a slap. Dead. Nice. What's also cool, because like I said, with the combat being based on location as well, means that a ranged character will use, as you can see, she'd use a hammer there, as opposed to her gun, which is really cool when they're close. Right, again, so we wait for it. Fire whirl. We can get through. There we go. We get those 3 in there, and we use Frog to get the bat. Look at that. That is efficient whirling. Efficient whirling indeed. Proper dead. And that goes to bat. Excellent. Minimal effort, minimal fuss, and lots of gold. Makes us very rich. And a tonic, and a heal. I can't remember what the heal does. There's a little note here. Note, no entry. So there's obviously a door here. Now this is one of the sort of nastier ones, so what we do first is we get rid of the bat, and get rid of the second bat. So ideally we want bats out of the way. They're easy to kill, and if they're not alive, they ain't doing damage. Ow! Frog. You fool. That should kill the bat. There we go. Now we'll just concentrate on these guys. So... Ooh, okay, Frog's been moved. That's fine. We crit that one, so we'll just kill him physically then. Actually, I'll use Lucas's flame toss, I think. There you go, just set him on fire. It's only 1 MP. Whoosh. Nice, easy way to kill him. Cool. There we go. Lucas leveled up to level 6. Excellent. Now we push the little thing, and we obviously are going to kill these freaks, because that's how we roll. Unfortunately, we start super close to Diablos there, which is not necessarily great. That's fine. We're going to kill the bat, and so bat dies in the first shot. The one down the bottom is going to get killed by Frog. Actually, we're just going to physically get these ones. I was going to flamethrow them, but they don't have enough health. They only got 60 HP, so 2 shots of anybody. Or Chrono critting one, of course, will do the job. Chrono is a crit machine. That's what he loves doing. It's like he has crit with his breakfast. Fine. So, now we've made it all the way around. There's one bat, which pulls in one of the big guys. See that? He slid down the banister. That's really cool. And again, what we're going to do here is slightly different. Nah, I'm just kidding. We're just going to kill the bat and then the dude. Like everything else. Oh, Frog crit. Frog is also a crit machine when he likes to be. He doesn't crit as much as Chrono does, though. Lucas smacks for 8 damage, which is nothing at all. Chrono decided he's had enough of these creatures, so he's going to crit them all day, every day. Nicely done. We're right at the boss, by the way. And we just unlocked Slash, which is a really useful skill. Slash has an interesting effect that if you don't realise and don't read it... Oh, it doesn't actually tell you here. It'll screw you over later on. However, basically what Slash does is it stops power from charging, I think it says. It's a really weird saying. However, if anyone's charging up their laser, you can zap at one, which is really handy. Okay, here we're going to do something a bit different, so I'm going to actually use some skills here. What? Oh, we might get away with this. No, okay, flame toss, firewall. There we go, perfect. So we can firewall those 3. I'll get Frog to kill the one on the left there. Sometimes it's worth let them move a little bit to reposition, so you can do things like that. Slap. Look at my ginormous sword, you big gargly bastards. Yeah? All you do? You eat humans. I eat your kind for breakfast. I mean, shit, I'm just a kid from the future who's come back to kick your ass so hard that you never existed. So, just saying. Right then. Frog's leveled up. Excellent, what we got in here? An iron sword. Now that is for Frog. Gives Frog more damage, which is what we want. Shouldn't surprise you too much that a door will open. Are we going to hear something like a distant sound? No? Don't even get that. Just a sound cue. So what we do now, we go down this side because it means it won't spawn another dude that we don't actually want to fight. And we rock up to this door. Now what we do before we go in is just make sure we are all at full health, or as full health as should be, really. Do I need to give anyone magic? No, we're fine. Okay, cool. Okay, fine, we'll just kill these 2. Like, this room's a little bit nasty, which is why I just want to make sure I was a bit topped off in case anything silly happened. Again, I am going to save some points here, though, so... Is that enough to kill it? Yeah, there we go. So, 3 strikes. Actually, I'll quickly show you a new tech. I'll show you a tech, because it's quite cool. No, actually, no, I won't. I'll show it on the boss. No, I'm sorry. I'll show it on the boss. It's fine. Because we actually unlocked a dual tech with Chrono and Frog, which is really cool. But I want to show you, when it looks the coolest. Right. Right. The 2 Nagaheads here. I could cyclone them, but we're just going to wait. They both don't move, and I'd rather just get them. He says as they move. Never mind. Anyway, these 2 are going to be toast. As long as I've got something like 6 MP with Chrono, I'm happy for the fight, so I'm not too worried. I could always use an ether if necessary. Chrono's hit 7, I think. Nice. And we can save it here. We're going to kill these guys anyway, because, you know, they're in the way. See if the crit machines are in the house today. They're not. They're not. What we can do, I might be able to get away with just using... Ow! Wow, what a dick. No, not quite. Okay, fine. We'll do the old-fashioned one. Whack. So that's 1 dead, and then we'll just kill the other one. Oh, the crit machine is back! He doesn't like being smacked. Look at that. Straight off. Boom. Dead. Hypno Wave. Okay. That's quite a cool little tech. Don't use it that often, but it puts enemies to sleep, which is okay. But then most of the time, instead of putting enemies to sleep, you're better off just killing them. Yeah, we're fine. Okay. So let's head into the boss room. Prepare yourself, Queen Leenie. Wait, it's the Chancellor! Of course, you can find out the Chancellor's a bit dodgy if you follow him early on. Gives you a little bit of a clue. Of course, the Queen and the Frog already know each other. They're friends. That gets explained later. So, the real Queen, of course, backs off. Doesn't know us, of course, but she knows Frog, which is kind of handy. Now, of course, this is Yakra, the boss of the Mystics. At least this like group of Mystics, anyway. So now he transformed into his real form. And we get our very first boss fight of the game. And this one tries to teach you about when to attack bosses, when not to attack, and how response attacks work. But we don't give a shit about that. What do we give a shit about? X-Strike. Double attack between Frog and Chrono. Wham! Does loads of damage. And then he goes through, which is the response attack. As you can see, he does damage to everybody. So what you got to do is take into account that that's going to happen. Set fire to good old Yaks. As you can see, he doesn't appreciate being slapped, so what we're going to do, we can get away with one more, maybe? 22. Yeah, Lucas fine. Yep. So we're going to X-Strike him. Whoosh! And this is why you want to have enough MP. Like, so you can just basically, like, trolley the boss. Now, what I'm going to do here is, because Luca's use is more limited in this fight, she's going to be the one to start healing people. Now, honestly, Luca has the least health, so the first thing we do is restore hers. And then, we X-Strike again. Wow. And he's about to shoot. Yeah, here we go. His animation changes somewhat, and he squirts some horrible needles at us. Hits every... Oh no, just all on Chrono. Ouch. So what we do now is you heal Chrono, and then we X-Strike again. So Chrono's got his health a bit back. Now Yakra's coming to slap Chrono up a bit because he's getting a bit closer. And that's fine. However, we do need to give Chrono another heal again, probably. Whack! What's also cool? Look at all the animations he has. Again, it's not. It wasn't easy to do that either. Like, there we go. He's almost dead, or he should be. So now what we're gonna do now is flame toss. We should be okay to get away with this. I was going to accidentally kill Chrono in the process. However, I am going to heal Chrono quickly. I'm going to do a slurp cut. Now I can get Frog to heal with slurp, but I think it's a bit of a waste. There we go. We don't need the one shot anyway. And that is the first boss of Chrono Trigger. If you don't count Gato, I suppose. And there we go. 50 experience, 600 G, and we've saved the day. Yes! Too bloody right. You came to rescue me. Thank you, Frog. And everyone else? I thank thee, Chrono and Luca. And they, yes, thank you so much. Please join us. So they wait for us, actually, which is nice. By the entrance. So we pick up the real Chancellor and Ether. There we go. So now we leave. Let us return to the castle. And luckily it ports you, because this is a good RPG and it doesn't make you walk through all that again. There we go. Anyway, they have a chat about how that they need to make a criminal justice system to stop away with such fiends. However, surprise, surprise, that's going to come back to bite you in the ass. Also, Frog's theme. It's so good. He's upset because the Queen got captured. And didn't get rescued initially, which I think is... I think in the original version of this, like, timeline, that Frog stops all that happening. Initially. But, anyway, Frog leaves. So we can go talk to him. However, we are going to stop it there. I really hope you've enjoyed me just pottering through Chrono Trigger. It's one of my favourite games. I hope it shows as well. It is a joy to play. If you've never played it, I can heartily recommend it. It hasn't aged today, honestly. The only thing that has is probably the graphics, which are beautiful and clean anyway. I mean, did you see that beautiful sprite work on that boss? It was amazing, amazing. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and yeah, I'll try and have something ready for next Castlevania Saturday, or Game Saturday, whatever it may be. I don't know, I have to think of something we can do. Either way, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this, as much as I did anyway. Until then.